Vanessa Atler was a gymnast adored by fans, feared by rivals. She rose to national champion with a mix of elegance and raw strength. She was unstoppable, a gymnast whose routines combined artistry and might, a standout of her generation. Unbeatable, they called her. And she was. But just when it seemed Venessa's spotlight couldn't get any brighter, it did. And with that spotlight came expectation. In 1997, while leading the US Championships, Vanessa missed her release skill on the uneven bars. It was a skill she normally hit in practice. At the time, it seemed like an uncharacteristic mistake. Unfortunately, it became the moment that started a fire, and this fire kept coming back. The more she missed the bar, the more everyone expected her to catch it. Vanessa learned early to hide her emotional side. She assured coaches she could master the skill at first, but as time progressed, it became evident that her problem? It was more than a flip over the bar. Soon, frustration from her coaches led to anger and silence. Vanessa was at her breaking point, and just like that, she quit her gym and refused to look back. Tragically, even with her new coach, it seemed momentum was lost, and during what many called a complete meltdown, Vanessa was unable to compete any of her routines cleanly for Olympic trials. Suddenly, the gymnast who was thought to be the Olympic savior wasn't even chosen for the team. And the heartbreak that happened next would follow Vanessa for years. When they were the ones who set the bar for failure, did they really expect her to hang on? Because while Vanessa's story was mainly about the intense pressure to catch the bar, it was also about finding the courage to let it go. Vanessa Atler was born on February 17, 1982, in Valencia, California. From day one, she was fearless and powerful. Her parents saw the spark and committed fully, driving her an hour each way to train under coaches Steve and Beth Rybacki. There, she trained alongside her best friend Jamie Dancher. Their dream from the beginning? Make the Olympic team, together. At just 14, Vanessa won the Junior National Championship. Her vaults were explosive, her floor routines electric. The media crowned her the next Mary Lou. But fate had other plans. She was 6 weeks too young for the Atlanta Olympics. It was a brutal technicality. Then, in 1997, the rules shifted again, raising the minimum age for world championships. Once more, Vanessa was just outside the line. She was ready, but the system said no. In her first year as a senior, Vanessa stormed into nationals. She tied Christy Powell for the all-around title to become co-national champion. But there was one thing. She had her first major mistake, on bars. A fall. Still, she was good enough to make the world team. If only age rules didn't keep her from competing. Her talent was undeniable. But timing? Her timing was the problem. Immediately after the 2000 Olympics, event specialists were introduced. All-around dominance wasn't required anymore. Many gymnasts were chosen for the Olympics based on greatness on only one event. Vanessa was great at 3, but the selection criteria at the time required high all-around scores. Imagine an Olympics without Michaela Maroney. In 2000, many of the greatest would have never made it. 1998 was full of ups and downs, literally. Silver at the American Cup due to her second career fall off the bars. She would have won. At nationals, a fall. It was the same skill on bars, a risky skill that Vanessa insisted on keeping. Her coaches debated, but in Vanessa's words, they were teaching her resilience. She also wanted to fight through it, to build character, to overcome a challenge. But as the falls piled up, it wasn't stubbornness that kept the skill in her routine. It was heart. same year, Vanessa competed at the Goodwill Games and delivered. Her routines were complete, commanding. It would become the highlight of her career. She beat some of the greatest in the world at the time, many of which had just become champions at the '96 Olympics. She took a gold on vault and on floor. It was much-needed redemption after constant disappointment, proving she was still a champion. She beat Simona Amenar on the vault and floor as well as Victoria Karpenko. It was a needed win for Team Atler.
Really based on her tumbling, and Vanessa Atler can out-tumble her if she just hits these passes.
Amenar's score 9.725.
Here comes that first pass you were talking about, Kathy.
It's a big one, and it's new for Vanessa. Double layout, punch front, right into a ring lead. Gorgeous. Beautiful triple twist.
1999 started strong. Vanessa won all-around gold at the Classic, highlighted by this stunning bar routine. But in Paris, she injured her ankle on faulty equipment. With little time to heal, she competed at nationals, pushing through pain. She fell again on bars. Her coach Steve was furious. His anger turned to silence. He stopped speaking to her entirely. Vanessa now carried 2 injuries, one to her ankle and one to her pride. He was taking Vanessa's mistakes personally, not realizing Vanessa's level of sensitivity. She was hurt, and in her hurt moment, made a decision she would later admit she came to regret. She left her gym and coaches behind. She was never good with timing. With everything on the line, she just left her gym and continued without them, finding new coaching with renowned coach Valeri Liukin. After a disappointing nationals, Vanessa finally had surgery on her ankle. She petitioned to compete on the world team, based off her scores at nationals. With little time to recover from surgery and a stand-in coach, she was not ready. And her performance highlighted just how unready she was. Several falls on the beam as seen here. The team finished a regretful 6th place. It was obvious Vanessa needed to find stability. There was much work to do before Olympic season. Sadly, training under Valeri Liukin was anything but a fresh start. She was met with strict weigh-ins sometimes 3 times a day. Her weight became their obsession, and Vanessa developed serious disordered eating. What didn't help? The comments made by the commentary at 99 Worlds was shocking.
This is where this size of gymnast, whilst I'm not saying that she is large, they are not as finely built as many. She really, and the amount of self-belief she has. Different type of gymnast, not a fine gymnast, but powerful, whip into double pike, shorter muscled, chunkier build, but just as agile.
While Vanessa was weight-shamed privately and publicly, it seems. At the same time, her best friend Jamie was suffering abuse at the hands of the team doctor. Vanessa was not abused by him, but she saw the silence, the manipulation, the system that protected predators. The toxicity of elite gymnastics was everywhere. She felt it too. It was taking its toll. Olympic trials were controversial. Bella Caroli had enormous influence in team selection. He even spoke to Vanessa directly about her chances. But her performances unraveled. She placed 6th technically in the mix, but had major mistakes, missed floor passes, changed her vault midair, a scary beam fall, and bars with major breaks. Though the release move she missed for 3 years was finally removed from her routine, it was heartbreaking.
We just need to know which Vanessa is on the beam right now. All the way over. I think he wants her to know that he's watching.
Yo, Vanessa senses it. Believe me.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. Wow. And she really struggled, actually, quite a bit, even on vaulting all week long.
Vanessa that it's not going to be a great exercise right from the beginning. Here she was supposed to go over the bar, obviously covering up something she's had to do many times before.
Because of these errors, especially the one where she didn't go over the bar, her start score's lowered to a 9.6, and it produces a look like this, and that does not...
It's been said that sometimes the hardest part of the journey is simply believing you're worthy of the trip. Vanessa tried to please everyone, and combined with her fear of failure, may have been factors in her story. Her mental block built by self-doubt and survival, avoiding any chances at greatness out of the fear of the fall. She has since let go of the darkness in her past, choosing to see only its light. But her story remains a stark reminder, the true price of perfection. Sadly, her time as America's brightest hope was over. But today, her legacy teaches us something. If you're trying everything just to hang on, it's okay to release what you can no longer control. Just simply let it go.